We borrow money from Chinese peasants to buy the things those Chinese peasants manufacture.
Listen, we're in the middle of a trade war. Let's see it through, right? There's nothing we can do now. We're here. The numbers have been called out. We're going to follow through with this. But to call people out of their names peasants, that's unconstitutional. I don't think you should do that. I think that is beneath us to do this. Now, J.D. Vance, you want to call them peasants? Then you call them peasants. But I don't think you speak for the rest of the United States when doing this. Listen to this Chinese economist as he rips into Vance, defending his position on not just the economy, but they've got a personal history as well.
You will know the comments from the Vice President, J.D. Vance, calling the Chinese peasants. Where does that leave U.S.-China relations and any sort of talks between the two presidents, do you think?
Allow me to be very brief. J.D. Vance and I went to the same law school, Yale Law School. I was 20 years ahead of him, and I'm ashamed for the ignorance and the bigotry he demonstrated. Because he called China the peasants financed them, the peasants sold them goods. Let me just make one simple point. The middle class in China is larger than the total population in the United States. The urban population...
Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that the middle class is larger than the entire U.S. population? That hasn't been put into context for people. So when we think about China and swap meets and all these different things, sure, there are other pockets of poverty. Who doesn't have that? But when we look at the entire population, it's larger than ours, and that's just their middle class.
Population in China is about 3 times as big as the total population of the United States. So my advice to my alumni at Yale Law School, J.D. Vance, is wake up, or you go back to school to study more diligently to avoid making yourself a fool in front of the world.